Okay, let me reshare it. Tell me, is it visible right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right, then let's start. So let me tell you something that about this wall. Right now, you know how to place your wall, how to modify your wall. Now, let me tell you about something in details about wall. That in Revit, we get three type of wall. First of all, first one is your generic wall. Second one is your compound wall, and third is your uh, um, uh, uh, just yes, that is your stacked wall. Yes, sorry for forgetting the name. Yes, so we have generic wall. Second one is compound wall, and third is your stacked wall. Okay, so what is generic wall? Generic wall has no layers. It only has one core layer, that is your generic wall. And when you have two or more than two layers in your wall, that counted as a compound wall. And if I talk about stacked wall, so stacked wall is basically uh, two or more than two walls stacked vertically. In vertical direction, you stacked your walls, and that count as a single one, and that is called stacked wall. Okay, so you can use your stacked wall like if you are laying a brick foundation, so you can use your stacked wall there. You can add sweep with your stacked wall with on your wall, and you can create different design, and you can add uh, some design with your stacked wall. So we know how we can create our compound wall. We know that, and basically we have this kind of generic. These are the generic walls. These are the generic walls which only have one single core layer, and these are your compound wall. Okay, CW is the full form of compound wall. So there, if I click on it, and you know how to create compound wall, and there you see these are your compound wall. Okay, so these are named as a CW to specify this compound wall, and this is the exterior side for your layer, and this is the interior side for your for all these layers of your wall. Okay, so when you add, so finish one will be added to the exterior side, and finish two will be added to the interior side. So this is the outermost layer, finish one. This is the outermost layer. So you can create your compound wall, and you know the generic wall is there, curtain wall is there. And now let me show you how you can create stacked wall. Okay, so before adding all the walls in your stacked wall, so first of all you can create some generic wall or compound wall. So you can say that stacked wall contains generic wall or compound wall. Okay, and you place it vertically, and that count as a stacked wall. So let me show you one example that you have in your software. Okay, so yeah, so there you can see this is the stacked wall, which contains two wall, okay, two sub walls. Within this stacked wall, you have two sub walls placed in vertical direction. Okay, so that kind of things you can create. So if you need these things, so that you can place. So if you want to place like that, select all your walls. Let me change the type so that you can understand. There, let me change the existing stack wall. Just wait for a minute, and there you can see. Okay, so just bring it to this position so that it can be aligned to this. Okay, or what you can do is right now the point, right click on this point, and you can click on this. You can check that this is joined right now. You can check the joint. Okay, or else you can go to this also, go to join geometry. Okay, and select this and select this, and you can make it join. So right now what you have to do is you extend up to this and it will be joined. Okay, so right now this is like a continuous wall. So this is your wall. Suppose you need place like this, so you can also modify this. Let me go to this structure edit, and there you can see this is the height. So you can go to preview, and there you can see this is the height. So there you can change the height as well. So that is oh sorry, not 6,000, it's 600. So that is the height. Okay, so there you can see this is the exterior block on metal stud. This is the wall, and this is the wall which has the height variable which is controlled by your top constant. So this wall height is controlled by your top constant on instance properties or by the level you're placing. So that is variable, but the bottom sub wall is fixed with the height 600 millimeter. Okay, now there you have something like offset. So offset from which line you will have the offset. So it is from the core center line, so that you can change from where you will be placing your offset, so that you can mention, like let me mention finish face exterior. See, you're having from the finish face exterior, okay, the offset. So right now core center line, it was selected the core center line and there is no offset, so that means the core center line is aligned. All right, for both the core center line is right now aligned. Okay, so that you can mention. All right, so if you are not placing any offset value, so those line will be, or those layer will be aligned. Okay, so that you have to mention. Right now let me go to offset value, and there you can mention like 30. So you will see the changes. Okay, so from the center line it will uh, be applied 30 positive value offset, 30 positive offset value. Okay, so that you can do. Now you can do the changes also flip. Okay, so the it will be like a mirror effect, so that you can place like this. So we will not provide any offset, 0. And here you can see this view. If you have this section, okay, you will be having this view in section, and you can insert another sub wall. If you have created, you can add another sub wall, so that you can create. So for that, let me show you like this. You bring it down, and there you see this is the variable height. Let me change this to like foundation. Where is the foundation? Yeah, so let me choose this foundation 300, and then you can give the height like 150. Okay, so for that you need like this is right now 300, so that will be changed. All right, so there you have to create it first. So right now let me do this. Okay, select this and delete it, and you click on OK, apply OK. That is the wall you are having right now. Just
Ledge walls, no?
sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Can be used for ledge walls, right?
Yeah, right. So let me change the wall center line and okay, and also bring it to this point, bring it to this point. Just a minute. Okay, that you have to do because I am changing after placing it. So while you will be placing it, you will have the chain option, so it will be continuous. So don't worry about that. So just you have to make sure that the center is aligned.
This can be fillet.
This thing, yeah, you can do that also. Like so that you can go with this trim, select this and this. Yeah. Thank you. It was not. So okay, so that you can do. And now let me show you. Suppose if you want to place another. So for that, just simply you go to wall architecture and then you go for your existing which want to modify, like the foundation 300-meter concrete, and there you make it duplicate, like you make it like 1200 mm. Okay, and click on OK, go to structure edit, and there you provide a thickness like 200. So this is the thickness, okay, that you are providing. All right, and the height there you will be providing within your stacked wall. Okay, so just so see, I will be changing within this type parameter. Okay, so all the type will be reflected. So let's insert it, make it down, and there you can provide the height right now, and after that let's change the foundation to 1200. See, there you are having it. Okay, so this way you can add. All right. All right, so this way you can change your height, you can place all your walls, you can add like this way. Okay, now from the previous class you remember that I have created this, I have created this one, sorry, this total curtain wall. I have created this total curtain wall. Okay, so this one is a mask right now. Okay, so I have created with creating mask, and then after that with curtain system, right? So you may ask me that it is when it is a straight, I can place it with normal curtain wall, right? I can place it with that. So why to go with this massing? Why to go with this massing? And then you define with the curtain system by face. Why? Because here you can do this with the straight, no problem. But about massing is, I have mentioned you that this is about free form. Okay, any kind of form you can do. So in general, curtain wall, you can make it only vertical, only straight, right? But if there is any tilt curtain wall is there, or any curved curtain wall is there, so that will be very much difficult to make, or any kind of organic shaped curtain wall is there, so that will be very much difficult to make. So then you can go with massing and side. So not only for curtain wall, you can create your walls as well. Okay, and you can create any kind of freeform roof floor that you can make with your in place mass. So that you already know how you can create. So right now I'll be changing this. Okay, let me delete this, and there what I'll do, I will go to level 2 and I will select this. I'll go to edit boundary and then I will increase a bit. Okay. Not that much. Yes, this much. All right. Let's do it. Now let's come back to 3D, and there what I'll do is, the same thing, in place mass. Okay. Close it, and you can name it, or you can go with this default name. So better you define it so it is already existing. So let's go with a different name like curtain wall. This. Okay, now what? Now let's go with this line or pick line option, and that will be placed on level 2. Yeah, it will be placed on level 2. Let's create line. So make sure that this surface is selected. Let me cancel this and let me see this. Yeah, this is not deleted yet. Okay, so I was having problem with that. Let's go to massing and site. Let's go with this name. Okay, you should change this. You can pick wall, and that will be placed on level 2. Alright, so this line has been created, and we will create another line. Okay, so on this edge I will create. So now let me create another. So for this, it will not be level 2, because if I go with this level 2, so it will be this upper surface of this. So I will go with this pick, and there I'll select this one, and then choose this. All right, so now you have this two line. One is there and another one is there. Okay, so with holding control, you select these two and go to create form, solid form. Okay, now it will show you that it will show you this three option. So which one you choose? This one. Okay, so there you can see, right, that you can see. Now let's finish this mask, and it will show you there is no such volume or area. So that's a single sheet, like, okay, like when you extrude a line, it will be extruded like a surface area only. So after this, how you can align with this, how you can do that. So for that we have this edit profile. Okay, so for that we have this edit profile. So for that, always go to elevation, there you can make it better. So let's go to east elevation, and there let me change it. Okay, as because there is some constant, so that's why let's remove this constant. It was locked, so that's why. Okay, let's change this. All right, and let's do it. Okay, sorry, so it was detached, so it should be in a closed loop. Okay, your profile should be in a closed loop, so that you have to be careful. Okay, in that also. Yeah, so right now it is done, and you can come to 3D. Okay, all right, you can do. And also uh, you can make it slanted also. Okay, so for that, let me if you know how much angle it is, so let me mention like 35 is the angle, so that you can mention 35. Okay, or it is in this direction 35, so that you give minus 35. Okay, so if you only know the angle, how much the angle is, so then only go for it. So this slanted wall is available in 2021 version. In a lower version you will not have this feature, slanted wall. Okay, okay, so cross section, you make it vertical again. So right now you have this, and you again go with this wall. Okay, so for that go to this waist elevation, and there you can change it. So that you know already, so I will not show it here. And for this you can go with this in this architecture tab, you can have this curtain system, and you can create it, and you apply all mullions. Okay, or else you can go to masking and side, and there you can have this same curtain system, and there you can go with this, select it, and then go to curtain system, and according to this curtain system you can create. Okay, so let me show you. So suppose you are creating that, and let me go to level 2, and there suppose you are editing this boundary, and suppose you have this curvy line. Okay, so for that also, let me choose this. All right, you have like this. Go for TR, select this segment, this, and this, and you delete this line. Okay, enter. Now come to 3D. Let me delete this. Okay, so for that, let me show you again in place mask. Let's go with that, and you can pick this line that will be placed on level 2. Choose this line that is created, and for this go with this pick, and this surface, and then this line. Okay, so this is right now selected, this and this, holding the control, select those two lines together and you create the form. Okay, so right now there you can see this is kind of a curve is there. Okay, so I will show you. Now you finish this mask and you will have this, so ignore that warning, no problem. And now if you go with that curtain system from here or there, that's the same thing, select it first and then you can create the system. So here let me show you the error what you will face. So here if you go with this create system, here if you go with this create system, you will have these things. So don't worry about that, because you know when you have the curve, the more segments you have, the better curve and the smooth curve you will have. Okay, so that's why here we have less segments, less grid segments, so that's why we are having like this. Okay, so for that, what do you do? What should you do? Can anyone tell me? Namrata, you have attended previous class.
Add segments.
Yeah, we can add the grids, right? So there we have this curtain grid there, or else where we can do that, or else where we can do that. So while I was mentioning the create system, you know already the defined system is there. Already defined system is there. I just have to edit this. I just have to edit this one or create a new one. Okay. All right. So these are the two way you can have a smooth surface. All right. So there you can mention it. This you can change the grid layout. Okay, grid 1 and 2 layout that you can change, or else you can go with the uh, grid placing, and then let's mention with fixed number, and let's mention with fixed number, apply. Okay, and then you can mention it here. So let me go with 12. So 12 will make a smooth curve. Let's make a not 12 in horizontal direction, because in horizon sorry in vertical, so horizontal grids will be placed in vertical direction. So there is uh, there I'll go with 6. And now after selecting it, so when you select it, this will be like this, and it will be highlighted in blue color, and then you go with this create system. And now you see it's right. Now you are having this. Okay, now you just select this whole, and now let me hide all the other ones. So for that we have this uh, isolate element. It will be only there, and there you can see this is one we have created, right? And you can go with this mullion, and you go with this all grid lines, and that will be placed. Right? And now you can bring it back all the objects. So for that, HR is the shortcut key. All right, HR is the shortcut key, and
What is it?
H
Can you repeat?
HR is the shortcut key for
Yeah.
means hidden rebel, or uh, shortcut key for isolate is HI. Let me do that again. So select it and type or press HI. Okay, and HR to bring it back, and HH for hide a element. HH to hide this element, and sorry for the background noise. This is how you create. All right. Now we will talk about view range. Okay. You may some error like this when you will create some roof. You will not get total view. Okay. Suppose if I change into shaded, so there you are getting this. Okay, with this uh, ceiling, right? So in level 2, suppose in this plan, suppose you don't want to add this ceiling. Okay, you want to exclude. So for that you have to change the uh, view range. So there is this view range available. Okay, so you mention what is the primary range, and within that primary range, top, which is the top plane, which is the cut plane, which is the bottom, and then we have this view depth. Okay, you can set this like a cut plane. Okay, so let me show you this. Can you see this example?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here you see this is the cut plane. If you imagine this one, so it will be always associated. It will be always associated with that current level in which you are right now. So this is right now. We are currently present in level 2. So it will be always associated with that level. You cannot change that. Okay. So see, in what we are getting, plan view in this floor plan, right? We are getting plan view, means we are seeing it from the top. So imagine this is the front, but you are seeing it from the top, right? You will be seeing it from the top, but from where you from which location you will be getting the view. So you will cut from this too. This is your cut plane, and beneath that you will be having your plan view. You're getting it? Am I able to make you clear?
Yes, sir. So accordingly, we have to change what range from where the.
Yes. So now we have another, that is top. So why this top is required right now? If we are getting all the views beneath this cut plane, so then why this top is required? Because some objects like ventilators, ceiling lights, those are at height. Your plumbing fixtures, those are at height. Okay, so those kind of objects, those are already defined in Revit. Okay, like ventilators and ceiling light, those things are mentioned, that will be visible within this cut plane and top plane. Okay, so there you see, there you can see this image, there you can see. Okay, and now from this cut plane, beneath how much you want to see. Okay, up to which level, up to which or what distance you will get your plan view. So that is defined by this bottom. So that is your associated level 2. So that if there is any level below that, you can mention that up to level 1 I want to see, I want to get my plan. Okay, so that you can mention, or you are mentioning it as unlimited, so there will be no restriction. All right, so now then you can also mention the view depth. After this view depth, so view depth will come in dotted line, in different line style, in different properties. You will get the view depth. Okay, so suppose there is landscape. All right, So that you want to include within this level 2 plan that you want to show, but that you will not add with normal line properties, that you will add with hidden line or dotted line or zigzag line or any other different line properties, right? Or transparency level will be different, so that you will be adding with this view depth. Okay, so here you see after this 6, this 6 is view depth. Okay, so that is the range from the bottom primary range till your view range or the last range of your view. Okay, or the last view depth level. All right, so this way you will set your view range. Clear?
So, but when we apply this cut section or something, we can move it, no?
Yeah, we can change it. We can change this offset.
No, not in here, not here. I'm asking about when we apply a section line.
So these planes are not visible.
Okay.
These planes are not like normal plane that you can see it. These planes are not visible.
Okay.
These are like an imaginary plane, but you are getting the result.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so this is about your view range, and now we have something more, that is about visibility graphics. So visibility graphics about overriding what you are getting in your scene or in your plan. So you remember the difference between layer and properties, what I have told you about properties. So there you override the properties. So same like that, you can override the object properties which is the inborn properties right now. So object properties you can override with visibility graphics. So what is the shortcut for visibility graphics? That is VG, or the same thing you can open with VV. All right, visibility graphics override, or else you can come to this. Let me see. There is, yes, so there is this visibility graphics. Okay, and then this is about model categories. All the category model category objects will be available here. Okay, annotation category, so all your annotative objects. Okay, and an analytical model is if it is there. Okay, if there is any uh, imported objects available. Okay, so after this also you will have some other options like design options, and other options will be available also. So when you will apply those, you will have those tabs. Okay, so right now let me show you that if you go to this, so here you also can make it hidden. Okay, so from here also, if you don't want these categories visible in this object, or this sorry, not in object, these category objects will be not visible within this plan, so that you can make it hidden. Okay, so for that let me go with ceiling. Yeah, so let me hide this and click on apply, and okay, so there you can see that is not visible anymore here. And this is the curtain wall system I have created. Again, go with the VG. Let me show you. Go with the settings and click on apply, and here you see, right? Now let me so here you see we have two sections. One is for projection or surface, one is for cut. So projection or surface is for elevation, section, and for your 3D view. Okay, so whatever you will apply, it will be reflected within 3D view. It will be reflected within elevation or 3D. Okay, and when you will apply the changes within this cut section. So cut means the plane uh, in your plan view, right? So that there you can override this. So you can the line graphics, you can override what will be the pattern, line weight, okay, that you can do. And if there is pattern, so like foreground, background, so that you can mention. So like let me mention with solid color, and there let me mention with this yellow and click on OK. And background also, let's do with this concrete, and there you can mention with this green color or this green color, and you click on OK, and you OK, make it OK, and apply this and click on OK. So let me see the view range. Let me change the view range. Okay, so let me change it to the cut plane on the top 3000, and so that cannot be, the top level cannot be less than this cut plane, so that you have to increase like 3200. Click on apply and okay, and let me go with this VG over there. If I go with this solid fill there, let me go with this same color, click on OK, apply. Okay, let me change this also, go with this. Okay, line weight, let me change it to 8, apply. Let me change this also, so that I can be sure. Okay. So why I'm not getting it, because the ceiling is placed in level 1, right? Yes. So that is why it is. It will be not visible in level 2, the effect, as because this is present in level 1. So go to level 1, and there you have to apply. Okay. Now go to VG. So here you see there is nothing applied, right? There is nothing applied because this visibility graphics is view specific. It is view specific. Okay, that means within this view visibility, that visibility graphics will be applied. So in each and every view you can apply visibility graphics differently. All right, so let me go to there, and let me undo this. So just clear overrides, click on OK, clear overrides, click on OK. Okay, now come to level 1, and there go with this visibility graphics option, and you go to ceiling, and there you can change this to solid fill, change the color. Let me go with this color, click on OK, and also some pattern like let me go with this, and the color, let me define this color or this color. Click on OK and apply. And you have to change the view range there. So in each level you will have different view range. For that particular plan you will have specific view range. So there, let me change it to 3000, and let me change it to 3200. Apply. Okay. Sorry, let me change it to like the thickness 00, and there let me go 3300. Click on apply and okay. Add, because this is in wireframe, so go with shaded, or go with shaded, and there you add fine details. Let me go with this visibility graphics over there, and let me change this also, the color. Click on OK. Okay, apply. Okay. Okay. So just clear overrides. Let me clear the overrides.
This is planned, no? So it should be in cut, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
For projection and surface, it will be in 3D and section.
yeah, right. So let me go with this 3D over there, and let me see, or let me go with this elevation there, and if I change it to shaded detail to fine, and let me go to VG. Go to overrides. Not ceiling. Let me do with this wall. Okay, so go with this. Let's choose this, and brickwork. Let me go with this color. Click on OK. Apply. So here you can see. Okay. Let me change this color so you can understand. All right, so that is applied there, and if I go with this visibility graphics again, if I come to wall, and if I apply, so that is right now like this wall, and if I go with this solid, click on OK. Okay, and pattern. So there you see, nothing happened here, right? So what I have told you that is cut is applied in plan view, reflected in plan view. Okay, and your projection on surface reflected in 3D or elevation. Okay, so clear override, clear override. Visibility graphics. Oh, I am getting this.
So in plan, how can you get the projection surface? How did it come?
So that is also confusing for me. I think I'm missing something. It's maybe it's my fault. I'm missing something. Okay, so I'm skipping this part, this visibility that I'll cover in the next class. This part. Let me fix this error. Why I'm having this. Let me see and find out the error, and I will show you this visibility graphics in the next class. Okay. Uh, Now let's move to the next. That if you have something common in another level, like this plan, this layout is also common in level 2. So how you can do copy for that? So for that you can go to elevation and you can make it. You can make the whole thing copy. You can like this way you can make it copy, select the point, and you cannot this do this like this way you cannot copy. So you can make copy, and then you have to copy it with Control C. Okay, you have to make copy with Control C, and after that, or else you go with this copy to clipboard. Okay, so there you can see that Control C is the shortcut. Okay, copy to clipboard, and then you will have this paste from clipboard. Okay, so there you have this align to selected level. So align with this level 2 and click OK, and there you have it. Okay, so there is some walls overlapping because of that, so that you have to change something. You have to change. Okay, so there are some walls overlapping there. Okay, so floor, I have selected the floor. That shouldn't be coming over there. Okay, right now it is fine right now. So if that is the plan, right? So that you can choose. Fine. So this way you can define. You can place to the levels. Fine. So that you can make it like a normal wall again. So it will be not available there, and you can place all your windows, and this way you can easily place. Fine. You can place the changes. You can do the changes after that. So this is all for today.
Okay, sir. So what was done in CAD class, that plan we can practice, no?
Yeah, 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 you can practice on that. Okay, fine then. Do practice. You will face some errors or problems. I'm there to solve those. If you don't practice, you will not get all the problems. Okay,
Sir,
then.
thank you.
Yeah, go on, go on. Uh, you were about to ask anything?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. All right, Avilash, Namrata.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Thank you.